Please be advised that everything in my video is purely for entertainment purposes. These are purely my thoughts and opinions and are subjective. I must advise you, please do your own research. All media used was found on the public domain and are fair use and fair dealings. Hello YouTube, this is Mahogany Spirit coming to you from the UK. I hope you're all keeping safe and well. And the weather has been on and off. We've had a couple of weeks of a heat wave which has just been glorious to look at, and a few days of non-stop rain. And I'm really hoping that it gets back to the lovely sunny weather that we've all been able to enjoy. Anyway, I'm going to get back to talking about expenses. Harry and Meghan's expenses in particular. Frogmore Cottage has been renovated via the sovereign purse. Yes, they have agreed, Miss Markle and Harry, to pay that money back. It was renovated to the point whereby a yoga studio was fitted, a screening room, a huge screening room, in fact, has been fitted within the interiors of this fantastic building. A large kitchen, walk-in closets, just absolutely stunning. I can just imagine it. It wasn't good enough for Miss Markle, because what Miss Markle wants, Miss Markle gets. Let's not forget that. After Miss Markle and Harry had baby Archie, we then saw them say that they needed a break and they needed to step back from royal duties, which is not uncommon. That tends to be the practice, that once you've given birth, you step back from royal duties for some time and you go on maternity leave, which both Harry and Meghan did do. When they came out of maternity leave, they decided to take a few trips. We witnessed them go from one country to another country with the baby Archie at that time via private jets. Harry decided to have a press conference in the Netherlands, and he wanted to talk about sustainable tourism. So Harry launched a platform called Travelist while he was using private jets. So again, the couple came under fire, because they were telling everybody else about their carbon footprint while they were clearly enjoying the use of private jets, which couldn't be more polluting. Harry then decided to defend his use of private jets, which brought about more scrutiny on him and his wife via the media, because there he was telling everybody else to be mindful of their carbon footprint, talking about the planet and the environment and how little time we have to make significant changes to offset climate change, while in fact he himself was just going from country to country via a private jet. And I've said this before and I'll say it again. So hypocritical of you, Harry. Really hypocritical. The house that they're residing in, or should I say the mansion that they're residing in, I do not believe it to be extremely green. And everything that they tend to use doesn't appear to be extremely environmentally friendly. Private jets aren't environmentally friendly. And that literally just got my back up when he began preaching about carbon emissions and the ozone layer. It really got my back up. I just thought, you hypocrite, how dare you? And then he kind of had these digs at William and Kate, saying that him and Meghan were only intending on having 2 children due to the ozone layer. I thought, what a dick, what a hypocrite. Why are you saying that? Having another pop at your brother, are you, who appears to be happily married? It all just seemed unnecessary. They were just snidey remarks. And then the final part of it was when he was filmed saying every camera and every flash brings him back to the fateful day, obviously when he lost his mother. Now, I'm sure that part of that has some authenticity because it was his mother and he lost her. And we all remember watching that fateful day. I was in Cornwall actually when that happened, and I had to go and sign a book in Penzance in a little chapel that I found, a condolence book, and I couldn't believe it because I absolutely loved Princess Diana. And it was a shock to the system. Couldn't believe it. But it's not surprising that there is a rift, because here you have a couple that spent and continue to spend gastronomical amounts of cash. This cash comes from the Duchy of Cornwall. The security fees alone must be staggering. These two have decided to lead a jet-setting life. I don't know where their home's going to be next, because they don't seem to be people that want to stay in one place particularly long. I do feel they are intending to move again. When the timing is right, I do feel they will. Archie by no means will have a normal upbringing. That's simply not going to happen to him. He's not going to have the stability of just one residence. I do not believe that. I feel that he will be travelling a fair bit with both parents. At the moment, as we are all well aware, he is residing in LA with both his parents and grandmother. But when you think about Harry and Meghan and the expenses, I personally do feel it could call into question why we actually have a monarchy in place at all. And because of Prince William and Kate's exemplary behaviour, the fact that they share so much with the British people, those calls have not been very loud, because we know there are members of the royal family that we all find extremely questionable. And as I've stated, Harry and Meghan have not helped in that cause. They could have a constitutional crisis and calls for a republic, just simply based on the climate of the day. We've had the Black Lives Matter movement, we've had the tearing down of statues, and on top of that we've had shameful behaviours of certain members of the royal family, topped with Meghan and Harry claiming racism, yet she's studying racist practices within New York. She clearly hasn't experienced extreme racism. The roster of spending that has gone on and been permitted to continue on is a demonstration of the fact that she has not experienced extreme racism that she states she has. Guys, what do you think? Do you think that Prince Harry and Meghan, left unattended, left to continue the way they are, calls into question a constitutional crisis? Do you think the royal family have relevancy? Do you think, literally as I do, that it is Kate and William that are holding the fort and keeping the royal family going by continuing the traditions and setting the example and making themselves useful within the eyes of the British taxpaying public? Let me know what you think. Please like, comment and subscribe. Thank you very much. Bye bye.